Love and Marriage Huntsville. I got to be honest with y'all. Y'all already starting to work my damn nerve. Okay. This is the second time, the second day y'all asses that ended up on the Tea Talk Action News storyboard. I just talked about y'all yesterday. Now here we go again, talking about y'all again. One thing about Love and Marriage Huntsville, we always know when y'all new season coming out because it just y'all just pile on and pile on and pile on in the social media streets, and it's just like, child, say something for the damn season. Now, anyway, y'all, I'm here to get y'all this alleged abuse between Melody and Martell, and again, this is all alleged, okay? Because I know what I'm dealing with. A lot of y'all around there watch my stuff, so let me reiterate: this is all alleged. I ain't saying none of y'all kick and none of y'all asses. Okay, I don't make the news. I report it. I want to make that clear. I don't make the news. I report it. And the people kept DMing me this, and I didn't want to talk about it because this incident happened way back in 2020. And I'm like, girl, we in 2022. Why is we dredging this back up? But I mean, since y'all are, and you know what I'm saying? Apparently, somebody went to Original Straight No Chaser and confirmed, well, allegedly confirming that allegedly all of this is true, that won't allege it. But why she couldn't do that back in 2020, I don't know. Don't ask me. Like I said, I don't make the news. I report it. So we about to go on ahead and talk about it. And I'm about to make this as short as possible because I ain't finna sit through all this shit because it's old. But homegirl went under the Original Straight No Chasers DM. It says, ask what he did to her when she came to get her clothes and belongings back in September 2020. And she said, child, what'd he do to her? So then she comes back and says, child, he lost it that day too. And she almost called the police on him when he was pushing her and grabbed all her clothes, shoes, bags, and locked them in the truck. So she says, a source tells me that Martell called the police on her. And she replies, let me tell you some tea. He called me 15 minutes after it happened. And she said, child, I'm listening. The girl, I know where you got that child from because I don't recall you been saying child. But whatever, honey. Anyway, so it says he and Ariane, he told Ariane the following, wait. Okay, he told Ariane the following week, I was telling his ass to calm down and chill before he goes to jail. He calmed down that day. Also, when Mel released the email he sent her at midnight that time about wanting to get back together, I knew hours later, and he told Ariane weeks later. So I would love to know who this young lady is that Martell is obviously telling more shit to than the secret harlot that he had a damn baby by. Like, Martell, who the hell is this girl? And how does she know all your damn tea? So then Original Straight No Chaser replies, it said, what would make him go to jail? And she says, like I said, don't believe what you see on the show completely or what Martell and Ariane say. Ariane liked to make it seem like she got some inside scoop on him, and child, I could school her on Martell. He put his hands on her and was blocking her from leaving. He blocked her car in and he blocked her car in and everything and was hiding her stuff, child, while she was stuck there. She had to go live to do that video in order for him to go. And this is this live that she was talking about, that Melody did. And she goes, okay, my bad, you guys. I was reading something. I had a text message from work. My apologies. So basically what she's saying down here is basically she kept trying to get him to leave. I'm assuming she was talking to him and she kept trying to get him to leave the house. This was back in 2020 when Melody just first got her house and she was supposed to be moving into it, which I remember that. I believe I covered it. I think I covered it But I totally remember all of this going down, and I think I covered it. I remember this when she got into the new house that she's in now and all that extra stuff. And I remember back then talking about that. That was over all of the blogs when this whole situation of possible physical abuse going on between the both of them. So we're gonna move on. And so again, this is when she was telling him, you know, calm down, relax, blah, 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 blah. And then she says, child, so so he was roughing her up. And she went laugh to escape. And she says he calmed down for a moment, but when he talked to Ariane, she put a battery in his back. I can't really see what she said. I feel like she's going live what she had to do to get out of this situation to let him know that she will expose him. You see on the episode how much producer, security, and Marceau had to hold Martell back. Imagine when nobody is around. And that's interesting because I said the same thing last season when they was arguing up in the room when they went away. I think it was to New Orleans. One day where they went, or Vegas. On the last episode on the little couples retreat, and y'all saw how they got into that knockdown, drag out argument. And I said that then. I said I can only imagine what those children have to go through and what them children had to see both of their parents arguing back and forth with each other like that. And a lot of people was putting it all off on Martell, and I get all of that. Everybody loves to hate Martell. I totally get all of that. But both of them, I'm more than sure, do the same thing to each other in front of them kids. I'm just going to be real, especially with how in the episode when they got into it at Nell's house and she was the first one to pick up that whole glass of lemonade and throw it at his ass. I knew right then. I said, okay, yeah, this is not their first rodeo doing this, but we're going to move on because all of this is alleged. So she goes on to say, that's why he ain't allowed at her house. He don't know how to act and she don't trust him. He will flip any minute out of nowhere, which is true. Something is really wrong with his mental health, all jokes aside, and I totally agree. And then she says, child, I feel bad for Melody, honestly. Sis ain't a bad person. She just throws rocks and had her hands sometimes. And she's even came for me before, but no one deserves abuse. I see why she has gone vocal now. This is crazy. And I said the same thing. And that's been my whole issue with Melody too. She throws the rock and had her hand a lot. That's why I always basically is what me and Scotty was trying to tell y'all about her before y'all constantly want to get upset and get mad and get all in your feelings and get bad. But these two, these was from last year. I mean, back in 2020, directly after she did that live. And it says, sis, if he tells you he don't deserve you, believe him. Y'all got to start listening to what these jokers be saying now. And yes, you can do better. What are you going through is birthing the gift within you. So just say thank you. I'm down with you in your quotes, Melody, but girl, you really should have did that a long time ago. Not wait until you had this fuck nigga baby while he had another hoe pregnant at the same time as you. Now you want to leave and you done found all this strength, and now you want to sit up here and play Maya Angelou. If you whatever, honey, we're gonna move on because I ain't got time for y'all in my comments. We're gonna move on, but I said what I said. So so then the source comes back and says, I feel like it's a lot she ain't saying because of the kids. They love their dad, so I feel she doesn't want to completely destroy his image in their eyes. But he keeps provoking her. So she puts out songs and whatnot. She also's trying to survive and make money. 4 kids, she ain't got no financial help. 4 private school tuitions, mortgage, and the bills go on. So recently, a fan of the show sent that to Martell, and Martell responded by saying this: none of my kids are in private school. My second to youngest is in daycare, $1,000 monthly. We have that. Court order. We get the kids every other week, seven days on, 7 days off, court order, Thank you for sharing. So at least Martell did come up and clear that up. He said, don't do that. Don't try to make it seem as if I don't help her with my kid. And I agree with that. No matter what I say about Martell, one thing I will say is I don't think he has no problems taking care of his kids, nor do I think he has a problem with helping Melody for the kids. Now, helping Melody, that's when the mouthy motherfucker gonna come. But if it's anything dealing with those kids, I do not believe that Melody has to make Martell take care of the kids. Say what y'all want about Martell, but I just don't believe that to be true. So then she goes on, and says, going back to the question, asks what he did to her in 2020. Original straight no chaser curved her nosy ass round up under the fuck nigga in the leisure suit Instagram page. And girl, she did just that. She said, what did you do to Mel when she came to get her clothes back in September 2020? I know that's right. She cut to the chase. And then Leisure Suit put in a question mark. And then she said, were the cops called? He comes back and replies, I called them on her. That's interesting. So she says, did you insult anyone? And he puts the thinking emoji by saying, hell no. Now, what was interesting, though, was she said that he sent a message and then he deleted it. And what he deleted was interesting because she said, were the cops called? He said, I called them on her. And then he responded after that, oh, that was a different situation. And then he deleted it. So Martell, how many times have the cops been called to you and one of Melody's altercations? Because you saying that's a whole different time. Well, wait a minute, nigga, because people that don't know no better was probably thinking this was the only time because listen, when she threw that glass at him down in Elle's house, I knew that wasn't the only time. But y'all saw Martell slipped up and said something that he almost ain't had no business saying. So y'all, just for shits and giggles, I went on ahead and found the live that Melody did back in 2020 to tie all of this together. So y'all listen to this, and then I'm gonna end this with my thoughts.
Why Mel doesn't have the kids right now? Martell's upset because Mel has her own place that Martell is moving into. When I went to get my clothes today from the marital home, marked me in our driveway for hours. Okay? Martell decided that he was going to take certain purses and certain furs of mine and lock up in his truck and say that I can't take them. So while was something that should have been easy and should have been just on some like, hey, I'm not bothering you, I just want my stuff, I'm out, it turned into something more because he wanted it to be something more because he's bitter as hell. So ladies, let me tell you this, I'm sure many of y'all have at some point or time dealt with emotional abuse, mental abuse, and all of that. After that whole scene, I literally couldn't, and I recorded it, I literally couldn't get out of my driveway. I had a migraine out of this world and definitely set me back from what I was trying to do today, which was get my new home in order for me and my children.
Well, you guys, that pretty much ties up everything that the source gave straight original no chaser or whatever the case may be. Like I said, it was a lot. It was way back in 2020. I don't know why she waited until 2022 to want to come out with all of this. That's alleged. Again, I got to keep listen. Again, I know what I'm dealing with around there. I'm dealing with them folks on, and all of this is 1010% alleged. We don't know nothing about this lady. We don't know whether what she's saying to be true, whether what she's saying to be a lie, or whatever the case may be. But girl, much like I see down there, child, the bougie ghetto. Okay, the bougie ghetto. Like, I tell you this, I'm totally believing her about Martell having her furs and all that stuff because thanks to Miss Carlos King that I just uploaded this. That's why it's like this. Thanks to Miss Carlos King letting us know that this is from the up and coming season. You see that damn dead ass fox that he got draped across his damn shit trying to be a fake ass Prince Hakeem. Girl, give Melody back her damn furor with the head still on it. Please get that woman back her furor. Like, that's exactly how I know right there that everything that these people saying about you, Martell, is true. But again, I personally believe, all right, that isn't the first time that happened. I don't believe that Melody is no innocent angel. I think she started off being innocent at first, but I thoroughly believe that Melody has no problems with getting back with that ass. I think that day she was just like, what's the purpose and what's the point of any of this? We're no longer together. I done got a divorce. I'm moving out. There's no reason for me to have to go through all of this with you. And she didn't. I think he did. I think he did that to try to keep her from leaving him. I think he did that to try to keep her stayed and being wrapped up and tied up and tangled all up into him and his BS, which isn't fair. Martell, that woman has the right to leave you. That woman has the right to say, I don't want to go through nothing like this no more. I don't want to continue to have my heart broken by somebody that's supposed to love me and honor me and cherish me. But what have you done to her? You yell at her. You put her down. You cuss her out. Y'all do it to each other in front of the children. You try to block her from leaving. You do little sneaky shit, you know, in the background. Like, and I don't think it started off like this, but then again, Melody, this goes back to what I said, daughter. How you get them is how the hell you lose them. Okay? That's just true tea. How you get them is how you lose them, Melody. I'm going to be honest. You thought that you was going to have the perfect life and the perfect this and the perfect that with this man that you didn't mind getting with, even though he was screwing somebody that was one of your damn line sisters. You said that yourself. And you ain't mind being with him. So, yeah, you was going to get your karma eventually, but I don't bit more believe that you really deserve any of this. I just don't. I don't. Even though I feel as though it's karma, you still don't deserve it. I mean, at the end of the day, you did what you were supposed to do as a wife. You took care of that man the way that a wife should. You birthed out for his kids. If it wasn't for you being who you was, he obviously wouldn't be who he is because he don't even have a builder's license. You was the best blessing that kept that business afloat. And now that you're gone, he now has to figure it out on his own. So he's getting his karma, but you are too, sis. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. I think it is terrible that happened to her, but I'm glad that it's over with because the kids don't have to see that no more. Because I don't care what none of y'all get into my comments to say. I thoroughly believe that the both of them have done that to each other in the company of them kids. I believe that. Again, I say, the way she did not mind picking up that glass of lemonade and hurling it at his ass down to Nell and Chris' house, that said a lot to me. I knew then that wasn't her first time doing that because she quick with it. She quick with it. I'm just saying. But y'all, Love Mary Chancellorsville, y'all tried it. Y'all keep trying it and trying it and trying it. Like I said, every time y'all sees it come out, we know it. Because here y'all come with all of this nonsense, dropping it down on our lap. At this point, it's over with now. It's over with. They're divorced. She dropped his last name. She's moved on. He ain't got no choice but to move on. Y'all don't come out with nothing else from 2020, 2019, 2018, 96, 82. Don't come out with nothing else about that, please. All right? Please. We about to start a new season. Give us new for the new season. Give us some new dirt that we ain't seen about the new season yet. I would have liked that better. But y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this story. Like I said, it's sad. Excuse me. If any of it is true, again, I have to reiterate because it's all alleged because of who we watching. It is all alleged. Okay. So Martell, don't bring your fuck nigga in the leisure suit ass around here fucking with me. All right, don't pull no Jamal Bryant trying to pull out send lawyers my way because you see my videos stood the hell up. So the live I did stood the hell up. So don't do that. I don't make the news. I report it. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Please drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. And ciao. Until next time, and hopefully it ain't got nothing to do with them. I'ma holler at y'all later. Bye.